My dear students, Professor Gord for the subject diseases of cereal and horticultural crops and their management. Today, I am going to give you some practical exercises. In my previous lecture, I have explained the symptomatology, that is, the study of symptoms of different diseases on different crops in detail. Symptomatology is in your theory as well as practical also. You have to write exercise first. Symptoms of different diseases. First exercise you write down will be symptoms of different diseases of different cereal and horticultural crops. Symptoms visible on the host part or not visible on the host part, but pathogen is present in the host tissues. These have been explained in my previous class. You write down. I am giving a note of these symptoms which will be communicated to you in the course of time. Now, second practical exercise. Diseases of fern millet. Diseases of fern millet. Fern millet is a very important crop in Rajasthan, in our country, in African countries, even in USA. Practical base. Today I am dealing with practical. You write exercise, second exercise. Identification of green disease in farmers' field. Second practical exercise. Identification of green disease in the farmer fields and its causal organism. Identifications. When we visit in the field, we collect the sample in vesiculum, then bring the samples in the laboratory for identification. For collections and identifications of sample, we have to move different processes of the laboratories. How will we identify, how we will study the symptoms of green in laboratory? We see three types of symptoms of green ear of formations. There is partial pop formation of the permanent or bajra, and in latter half, the leafy structure is born. This is the one symptom, that is, pop of the bajra is half converted into leafy structure, and the lower part bears the grains. First symptoms in practical class. Second symptoms, whole cob is converted into leafy structure. Hope is formed, but no grains. Or hope is converted into leafy structures. There is 100% loss due to these symptoms to the farmers. And third visible symptoms in the laboratory and field is that there is no formation of the cob. Cob is not formed, but a leafy root rise. But a leafy root rise despite of any cob. This is the third symptom of the green ear disease of Bajar. When we have identified, we have studied the symptoms of that particular disease. We have to identify what's the cause of that particular disease. We have to see in the laboratories what is the cause of that particular disease. For which, what material we need? We need a slide, we need glycerin, or slip, teaching needle, and microscope. The sample which is brought from field into the laboratory, symptoms have been studied. Now we are going to know the cause of that particular disease, whether it is fungus or bacteria, virus, mycoplasma, epilepsy, algae, and so many I have told you biotic agents. What's the cause? Linear of Bajra is caused by Sclerospora graminicula. Fungus disease, Sclerospora graminicula. We took a slide, put a drop of glycerin in the middle of the slide, then take infected part of the cob with the help of forceps and put it on the glycerin drop. Then gently teach with the needle that portion, cover with the cover slip, taking care that no air bubble is formed into the glycerin drop. Yes, when we are putting a cover slip, we have to take it assured that there is no air bubble in the cover slip. After that, place the slide in the microscope in 10x. In 10x view first. First we have to place in 10x view. Then focus the slide viewing in the eyepiece. After focusing, we turn high power lens objective, high power objective lens, that is maybe 40, 80 or 100, whatsoever available in that microscope. Then we see round, yellowish, irregular shape, some spores. These are the oospores. These are the oospores of the fungus, which is responsible for the cause of disease in the field. It is seed-borne as well as soil-borne. This is the second exercise of green ear of disease.